Hi class, this is a video to show you about going through the process of evaluating a website. As I am sure you know, websites can be tricky. We don't know whether we can always trust them or not. And so I just wanted to give you an example of me going through the process of trying to figure out where information is coming from and why that might matter. So I'm going to be searching for information about aspartame, and this is a artificial sweetener. You find it in Diet Coke and those kinds of things. So if I'm going to be doing a report, say, about this, so I type in aspartame, and the first thing is this website. What is aspartame? Get the facts. So that sounds good, so I'm going to click there. All right, and so I've got this website, Separating Fact from Fiction, Decades of History, gives me this kind of brief overview there. That's the most evaluated product. Okay, so there's lots of studies about this, and then it's telling me stuff that's about it. If I look on here, professional resources, I could find research summaries about this. So this gives me tons of great sources that I could use to talk about, to figure out about aspartame, and then to be able to use in my essay. I've got this history of aspartame here that I could be looking at, and this would help me, very helpful, help me see. So there's tons of information you can see down here. This study's about, is it safe? Should we avoid it? What benefits could it provide? Okay, so I've got lots and lots of information, but I have to figure out, all right, so is this trustworthy information? So one of the things when you're looking at who is sponsoring, who is giving us this information, we're going to be looking at what's the copyright here. And this is coming from the Calorie Control Council. So I have no idea what that is, but there is this right here. The Calorie Control Council, a nonprofit association established in 1966, seeks to provide an objective channel in scientific-based communications about low-calorie foods and beverages to assure that scientific and consumer research and information is made available to all interested parties. Well, nonprofit, that sounds good. Provide an objective channel of science, that all sounds good. So it seems this is good. But I don't know exactly who Calorie Control Council is. But I can click here and find, okay, well, it's going to take me to their website. So if I look around the Calorie Control Council, articles about health, about diet, the skinny, so recipes. So this looks good. And I'm looking and there's something more here about the Calorie Control Council. So I'm going to click on that. And so here I'm going to read, the Calorie Control Council, established in 1966, is an international association representing the low and reduced calorie food and beverage industry. Today, it represents manufacturers and suppliers of low and reduced calorie foods and beverages, including manufacturers and suppliers of more than 24 different alternative sweeteners, fibers, and other low-calorie dietary ingredients. So, the people who are giving me all of this objective information about aspartame are actually funded by the companies that produce aspartame. So do we really think that this is all objective information here? So that leads me to believe that anything I find on here, I have to treat very skeptically, because they're not going to include any information that's not actually going against aspartame, against their product. So this just is an example to show you that sometimes websites can be very tricky, and as you saw, I had to click through two different links to get to who is really giving me this information that's on this web page. So that's just an illustration that you can't always trust what you see on the web, as you know that, but sometimes it takes some work to figure out why and how you cannot trust it.